So hi and welcome back to Spacebourne 2. It's been a while since I made the last video because there hasn't been any updates recently. In one of the last videos I made, I had to start the game over because I had a lot of bugs in game that I couldn't seem to fix without making a new game. And I made a clear plan on how to start the game in the best way possible. But after having played for 5 hours, I kind of figured out that I could have done things smarter and better. Now, one of the first thing I would have done differently was I would have put all my points into intelligence. Now, the stats are not super important, and the changes are not super big, but say we put 1 point into perception and we look at range damage, it goes up a little bit, but not a lot. Now, if we go into intelligence and look at the loot drop chance multiplier, with 6 points in it, we have 5.2% chance, I guess it is. And if we put everything into it, we get all the way up to 34.9%. And that's really a big upgrade, I think. Also, getting perception, endurance, agility, reflexes, willpower, and alertness is fairly easy in the game because you get points in it every time you level up in pilot or in soldier. And eventually, when we get things rolling, we will be able to boost intelligence quite a lot as well. When it comes to luck, well, probe scan and probe distances, it's not really working for me right now. I'm not getting any XP from it. And coordination is salvage and mining efficiency, and it's not worth a lot. If you use drone, maybe it's worth something, but I'm not using drones anyways. So that's pretty much it for character creation. Now the second tip, or the second thing I would have done differently, was my money making scheme. So my plan was to basically go in, join the mercenary guild and do all the quests giving 0 money and 0 XP because they have a lot of loot and you can make a lot of money. Now that's not really a bad plan, but the loot you get, the level of the loot you get, depends on your soldier level. So you want your soldier level to go up to, I would say, at least 10 for starters. And the reason I say 10 is because you're gonna need pilot level and soldier level to be roughly 10 once you get to the quest where you have to destroy the station. Now the enemies there will depend somewhat on level, but you want some decent gear. And the way you get decent gear is by doing level 9, level 10 missions, maybe even level 12 missions. But getting level 12 loot on a planet won't really do any good unless you also have level 12 as a pilot. So the first thing I did was I joined both the guilds. Especially the freelancer guild will be really handy because you can get some really nice gear for your ship in there in case you miss a piece or two because you don't find them on the loot missions itself. Now, I did join the mercenary guilds first and did the mercenary guild. You will get a lot of pilot levels just following the storyline, so it's not that important to do freelancer missions unless of course you want rank 2 to get access to the purple gear. If you're lucky, you can loot everything you need doing the loot missions. Also, while you're doing your mercenary missions, make sure you keep an lookout on the planets for question marks, because those are stuff you can get. And one of the things you can get there is you can find a trader, and he have the potential to get some really nice loot from him. I personally found this one gunshot weapon system, a tier 5 system, for a measly 300k. And it was even level 10, so that was really nice. But of course I was soldier level 10 at the time. On the other thing you can find on the planets doing the question mark thingies is some shrines with some text on it. Those will give you a little bit of adventure XP, 100 per time I think it is, so you might as well go look at them as well. Speaking about XP, what I found was that when you go into soldier, get the experience first, because then you will get a lot more experience, and that's just really nice. As you can see, I have absolutely no luck on this character. so I get really bad loot. Also, the fire and damage can be nice for starters. I haven't really needed it because using a sniper rifle, it's just easy. But the XP is nice. Of course, there's one like it on the pilot as well to get extra XP, and I do think getting it quite early in the game is beneficial because the longer you have it, the more bonus you will actually get from it. Again, I chose the heat build-up rate of ship weapons for the second part because I always run out of heat, or overheat, so to speak. And I also chose the increased damage dealt by all ships weapon types. That's the two most beneficial, I would say. Finally, when we get to adventure, you want to get more experienced, and you want to get it as soon as possible, because every time you get soldier XP or pilot XP, you will also get adventure XP, which means that you fairly quickly can boost everything here. Of course, there's 2 tiers, 10% and 30%, and those are really, really nice, especially since I seem to have a weird bug that does that I cannot get any adventure XP doing anything but the shrines on the planets, and doing 100 at a time is really, really slow. Of course, some of the story missions will give you adventure XP as well, and that is actually the reason I got up to level 3 and were able to take the first tier 1 here, so that's nice. Now, I also thought about buying a bigger and better ship, because the starter ship is small and have few weapons. But of course I totally forgot that doing the story mission will give you a decent ship. It's not the best ship in the world, but it will easily take you through the first mission, which is also the first hard mission, where you have to destroy a space station and you have to do a lot of fighting and a lot of against a lot of ships. And having a decent ship with some fairly decent gear is paramount to do that, because they hurt and there's a lot of them. The destroy mission is actually quite hard to do alone, so getting Alpha Squad boosted is advised as well. And you can see I missed some people because I actually got some killed doing it. Nova Squad, haven't used it, not gonna use it for now, might use it later, but right now it's just a waste of time. So one of the ways to really easily boost the Alpha Squad is to put people down here, let them do freelance missions, and they will level up fairly fast, doing whatever you set them to level up in. And once you're ready to go on a mission, you simply just swap them around, so you get the best possible Alpha Squad members. They don't do a whole lot, but they do help, and they do take down the shields and might occasionally kill an enemy or two. Of course, it's not possible just yet to give them better ships, so that's one way to boost your Alpha Squad. I didn't use Alpha Squad at all doing some of the mercenary missions, but I had all the squadrons out running, and they easily made level 14, and I just took one from each squadron, made them into Alpha Squad, and hired some new people. That also means that when you get to the quest where you have to recruit 20 people, I would advise you to go for 25 or 26 or something like that, so you actually have some extra for your Alpha Squad. You can fill up your squadrons once you fill up your Alpha Squad. Just to finish off this video, there was an update today, and it was a very minor update. Basically, Hungarian was implemented into the game. There was of course a lot of bug fixes. There was also a link to the new roadmap. I will pin that in the comment below as well. And yeah, DPK stated there won't be many game-changing updates anytime soon, because he's right now working hard on finishing the storyline, which I guess is nice, but also of course it would be nice to see some of the stuff from the roadmap making it into the game, like better diplomacy, crafting, and all that sort of things. So that's pretty much it for Spacebourne 2 for this time. If you found it helpful, please leave a like, comment, or even subscribe. And I don't know when I'll be back with the Spacebourne 2 videos, because yeah, we're waiting for some new updates. In about a week we will have Jagged Alliance 3 coming out, and that's a game I'm really looking forward to. I played Jagged Alliance 1 and 2 back in the days, yeah, 30 years ago. And I'm gonna play Jagged Alliance 3, and I might even try to stream some of them if I can find out how to do that. In any case, that's it for now. Fly safe out there, and Rexer out.